Okay, it's been a while. 2 weeks, actually more than 2 weeks. In fact, since the last time I recorded, since the last video. Now, this video is going to probably go up a little bit sooner than 2 weeks after the previous video. I'll be honest. Oh gosh, why is it so dark? But yeah. So see if I can remember how to fucking do this whole video thing. We got pushed today. I've been back on a daily kind of lift situation. Before I was doing like the planned or scheduled rest days, but I had a fire lit under my ass lately for some reason, so I've been going every day. Um, Today was a little bit different than the normal routine I've been doing because I wanted to record, but I had to let the camera charge up a little bit. So there's that. Got a new lowest weight for the cut so far with 159.6, 159.8. Yeah, 159.8. Um, New lowest weight of the cut thus far. I'm still feeling like I can lean out a bit more. I'm not happy with where I'm at just yet. I do not know, however, how long it's going to be till the end of the cut, but I'm sure that will be at some arbitrary point when I feel like I'm lean enough. I do. Okay, so yeah, there is a reason why I started doing the daily lifts again and got back on track with my cardio and everything. It's because I didn't feel like lowering my calories anymore than they were at, and I wanted to keep progressing, losing weight, and I was kind of stuck hovering at a weight for a little while there. So I had two options: being stuck at a certain weight, which I think was like 163 or 162 or something like that. The only two options you have during the cut to continue to lose weight is to either lower your calories or increase your activity. I chose to increase my activity, and voila, what do you know? I started losing weight again, getting progress. I also kind of started being a little bit stricter again with the diet, at least as far as being at the actual calorie deficit due to my cardio and daily activity. Not sponsored. So it's proven calories in, calories out, equilibrium here. Expend more than you eat, you'll lose weight. Simple as that. You know, for having done this like 4 times, I've done like a mini cut and then I did 2 cuts before that, and then this one, so 4. Or is it 5? First cut before I started recording, then the cut when I was recording, and the mini cut, and then this one. So yeah, 4. Um, I feel like I should get the process by now. And there's certain little lessons I relearn each time, just because you forget about certain difficulties with doing the cut. And I wouldn't say it's so much as it's difficult. It's more about staying consistent is the hard part. The actual process and activity of state of losing weight and then eating less food uh, towards that goal is the easy part. It's being consistent in doing so is what is the hard part. Because anybody can go on a diet for 1 week and give it up after they hit the weekend and then just go off the rails. Now, I'm not saying, because You can do kind of a variable diet where you eat a little bit less during the week and then you can have your fun on the weekend, but still have the overall deficit for the week be achieved. I I haven't personally done that. I've always just done the throughout the most calories I can have per day throughout the week, and then if I go over, then I go over. I've what I've been doing recently has been accounting for that and then doing cardio to towards that end. But where was I going with this? But yeah, so anybody can stick to a diet for a week, but the hard part is being consistent and doing it long enough to to achieve their goals. So that amount of time is yet to be determined for me, but I have a feeling that we're getting somewhere approximately close to where we want to be. Not quite there, not quite in eye shot, but we're getting there. So I think I will talk a little bit more about what's happened in the last 2 weeks um, after the lift, and excuse me, then you know do the post lift breakdown, whatever. Because there are a couple things I want to talk about that happened. But for now, I think it's time for us to get into the gym and start the lift. All right, first half of cardio complete. Now for the lift. What I've been doing as of lately, the last week or so, is I've been doing half the cardio at the beginning of the lift, then do the lift, and then do the other half afterwards. Just to kind of make it a little bit more digestible. But yeah, warmed up. Now we're ready to start. So, yeah, honestly, I haven't touched 90 pounds on this in a little bit. I feel a little extra strong today. I think it's because I ate my dinner before I came in here. Uh, I had to go home instead of going straight from work to the gym because I had to come home and charge the camera up and get that ready so I could record tonight. So I got hungry, caved, made my dinner, and ate it. I made a pound of ground beef with like a little bit of cheese and Greek yogurt. I think that's got the strength stat up a little bit for this lift. Feeling good. One more of those. Yeah, I'm not so sure if I said it correctly or not, but if I said cream cheese, I meant uh, Greek yogurt. Um, I would have liked to have used cream cheese in that, but too many calories. So, uh, low fat Greek yogurt, a great substitute. It doesn't taste exactly the same, but it gets the same kind of point across with like the creaminess. Um, I don't know, I digress. Okay, let's move on. It's finally getting a little bit warmer outside. I basically spent all of last Sunday, or I guess, yeah, on Sunday, outside working and doing stuff. But get some more about that after the lift. Point is for some reason I decided to put this fucking long sleeve on, and that was not the move. Alright, tricep extensions. Or not tricep extensions, rope pushdowns are next. Uh, not exactly feeling like doing extra high weight on this one today. Just gonna stick to what I've been doing. Um, yeah, I think the incline press is the only thing we're gonna get a strength boost on today. I'm feeling the fucking triceps. What the fuck? Alright, so I decided the rope pushdowns weren't hitting today. They weren't clicking. I tried using like the little. Oh, actually, I'll just show you. Tried using this guy, and that wasn't feeling right either. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do single arm with just the cable here. Get a really nice squeeze going. As soon as I can find the fucking exercise on here. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the move. One more of those. I do like the normal working set. Then I'm gonna do a short rest pause, and then just pump out partials until I fully pumped on both sides there, and then I'll be done. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I would have liked to do this pose down in front of the mirror out there, but this one guy has been here camping out in front of it, doing all the different type of shit for the entire time I've been here. Like even when I was doing cardio to now, it's been over 35. It's actually been over 45 minutes, and he's just been there the whole time. I'm not fucking waiting for this guy to move. Let's see how we're looking after about 12 and a half weeks of dieting. Looking fucking sick, if I do say so myself. Yeah, when I was at work earlier, actually this morning, or no, was it at the end of my shift? Either way, I was at work, so there's this mirror right there in the bathroom where I could change out of my uniform. I was checking myself out, doing a little bit of posing, and I got pretty good lighting in there. It's better than this because it's like half the room is dark and half of it's light, so it's like perfect down lighting. Um, so I was checking it out, and I was able to get a new achievement, like right in here and like in here. I got some chest veins, which I don't think I've ever got. I've gotten these guys right here on the shoulders before, and obviously the arms and shit, and like on the traps and neck. But I've never gotten one to kind of crawl down my chest. See if I can get it to come out this time. I can't see it. Whew, fuck. I don't know if I can under this lighting. Right there. Got a little bit of one right there. This shit's awesome. Hold on, I gotta hit a front double bicep. Yeah. This is a good feeling. I'm reassured myself now that we are definitely on track. I had a little bit of a weight spike after actually, ironically enough, the day after I hit 159.8, I went back up to I think it was like 161.8 or 6, something like that. Which, in the grand scheme of things, isn't a really big weight jump, and I know it's just because I ate extra food when I wasn't supposed to. Um, but you know, it still kind of hits you in the mental game there. But yeah, things are going good. I think, and nothing like a chest pump to inflate your ego. Anyway, I'm gonna do my second half of cardio. I'll meet you guys back in the car. All right, cardio is over. Tell you what, I am fucking sweating my ass off. I think I got the meat sweats or something. Anyway, that dude I was talking about, he was still in there doing sets of shit when I left, which means he's been doing an upper body lift for almost an hour and a half. Well, let's see, half hour plus another 35 minutes. That's an hour and five, plus a few minutes here and there from me walking around doing shit. So yeah, it probably close to like an hour 20, hour and a half of an upper body lift, which I find insane. Like I can understand going over an hour for legs if you're like on a bulk and you're doing a lot of work, but I feel like it doesn't take that long to do an upper body lift. Even if you're doing a push day and you're like doing 5 sets for each muscle, it's ridiculous. Buddy, stay on your side of the road. Um, but anyway, what was I going to talk about? So I had. Hold on, I wrote a note down. I can't remember what the fuck I was going to talk about. Oh, okay. So the as for what I've been doing as my routine lately, that kind of got me back into the swing of things, doing cardio with every lift, going lifting every day instead of having planned rest days. This wasn't at the beginning of it, but there last week I kind of did a stretch of days where I would hit a different gym every day, and it would be directly after work. So there was like a 4 day stint, or I did my normal gym one day, and then I went to a Planet Fitness, and I went to a Retro Fitness, and I went to this place. I think it was called Personal Strength Academy or something like that. Um, and then I went back to my regular gym, uh, which was cool. It was nice to have a change of scenery. You know what I mean? Uh, it was cool seeing some of the different things they had. The personal fitness academy, personal something or other. What the fuck? It was PSA, Personal Strength Academy, something like that. That had some pretty cool machines. I definitely want to go back there at some point for a different lift because I went there for back, and they had some other cool equipment there. A lot of Arsenal stuff. Retro was kind of okay. It was kind of meh. It was they had some like different stuff than what I'm used to having, but they didn't have what I was looking for. It was cool because I got to go. My day pass was free. For I don't know if that's just for the first visit or if it's for like a couple or whatever, but that was free. And then Planet Fitness is just Planet Fitness. I've been to one before. It's nothing different really. Um, but yeah, I've been doing that where I've been doing straight from work to the gym, then go home, make dinner, eat, and then chill. And then I've been doing half and half with the cardio, half in the beginning, half afterwards. And that kind of routine's been working for me lately, and I've been sticking to it. And even if I had a day where I didn't really want to do a lift, so I still went in, did my 30 minutes of cardio in one go, and then I did abs. So I still kind of had a lift, you know what I mean? But yeah, this I think I don't know if it was doing it the last time I recorded. I don't think it was. So it definitely happened within the last 2 weeks. But my phone, this guy right here, has been started taking a shit on me over the last 2 weeks and really got bad over the last week or so. Battery is going on it, and I've had it where it'll shut off by itself at different points. Like it's not even like the same battery life every time. It's like random. Like sometimes it'll shut off at 50, sometimes it'll shut off at 50, 30, 20, 40. Like anything like below like the 55 at any point in there it could possibly shut off by itself. And then like if it actually gets to like 45 or 35%, it just goes down even faster. And you could be at 45 1 minute and then be at like 20 the next, like a few minutes later. But it doesn't always do, it's kind of like wishy washy. But point is that it's time for this thing to get replaced. I just ordered my new phone yesterday and it should be here tomorrow. And then I got a case. I paid for 1 day delivery on Amazon for it. I just got, and I've had two or three of these exact same phone cases, and I just found the version of it for my phone, the new phone. I wanted to get like the Pixel 8 or Pixel 9, but none of the stores stocked the Pixel 8 anymore. And then Pixel 9, when I was looking online, it was the same price as the Pixel 10. So there was no point in not getting the new one. So I just got the newest one. I originally went in to this planning on not getting the newest one, and then I did anyway. But yeah, the last weekend on Sunday, I had I had to do my mom's oil change, so I was already outside, and I thought to myself, "It's a nice day out." It was really nice. I think it was like 65 degrees, maybe 70. I don't think it was 70, but it was nice. So enough. It was nice enough out there to have just a light jacket on, and you can just as long as you're moving, you're fine. So I finished her oil change, and then I look around the yard, and I'm like, "This could be better." The patio was filled with leaves and the shit was stacked up. I don't know. I've cleaned this patio and straightened it up so many times, but somehow it always manages to get all kind of pushed back and then shit piled on top of it, and it just looks like a mess instead of like a porch. Um, so I pulled everything out, got all the leaves out, stacked everything up, and then set the table and the chairs for the patio. And I looked over the yard and I was like, "There's actually the previous weekend while I was out there, I was grilling. I think I was making steaks on the grill. While um, I was doing something else out there, but while I was out there, I raked up some sticks and leaves and shit. So I picked those up, and then I picked up the big pile of leaves that was up against the house. So yard clean, patio clean, and I'm like, okay, let me go back and check on because it's starting to get to that time of year where you're gonna need to start cutting the grass. Hasn't haven't had to do it yet. Probably won't have to do it for another week or two, depending on how warm it stays. But yeah, I went back there to check on the mower so I could see if I can get it started, get it like ready to go. And that whole mess back there was all over the place. We have a pile. We have like an area behind the dinky shed that we got back there. I don't know if you can see. Ooh, what happened? Yeah, whatever. You don't need to see it. But basically, there's just a shed, and then there's like a bunch of storage space behind it, and then off to the side there's like a tent shed that we keep like the lawnmower and the generator and stuff out. So we had to take the generator out, as you remember, on that really bad winter storm, and the shit wasn't put back right. And then everything else behind the other shed was just a fucking mess. So I took everything out, got all the leaves out of the one shed, picked up a bunch of shit, got rid of trash that we didn't need anymore, cleaned all the leaves out from in the like that got blown in between all the different stuff back there. Put everything back nice and organized, straightened everything up. Um, I think by the time I was done, went outside at like 12 to start doing the oil change on my mom's car, and then I didn't go back inside and make something to eat till like quarter to five, maybe 5 o'clock. So I was out there for like 5 hours just doing shit. Um, I felt so accomplished at the end of the day. It was it was great. Um, yeah, something about just putting your mind to something, finishing it, like getting everything completed, start to finish, on your day off at your own pace, no deadlines, not for work, just something to better the household, and it's something to zone out to, listen to music, just do it. It just makes you feel good, and it made me feel good. So there you go. Uh, was there anything else I wanted to talk about? That might just be because I'm getting older, and I mean, I've always kind of liked doing shit with my hands, and it was uh, it was kind of like a zone out, kind of just focus on doing it type of thing. That also might be just because I have ADHD, or and yeah, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. But if if you're of the male persuasion, such as myself, I recommend yard work. I I don't know what it is. It's just something um, zen, peaceful about it, uh, and it's a good way to clear your head and just focus on something. You know, it was nice. That's all I'm trying to say. So, lessons to take from today: what I just said, and then consistency is key when you're dieting. It's not the actual dieting part that's hard. It's sticking with it. So just think of it as one foot in front of the other, and if you keep walking, eventually you'll get to your destination. Right? Simple. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you in this one. Later.